One of the questions that I get asked all the time is, what is Avalon? And Avalon is such an intriguing and fascinating term because ultimately it means something different to each and every one of us. But it's a fascinating name and title because of what it connects to, especially in the ancient past as we explore the Druids, Celtic Christianity, the Arthurian legends with Merlin. It is a term that weaves its way throughout not only centuries and thousands of years, but it connects so many different belief systems and mythologies together. That's what we find at the heart of Avalon. And this is the reason why I felt so called to create this masterclass where we get to explore, what does Avalon mean? Where is Avalon? How do we find Avalon? How do we connect to it? Because there's such a beautiful art, there's a mystery, and there's a mechanics when we start to dive into a lot of the scriptures about what Avalon means, because you quickly discover that Avalon is far from just being one geographic location. Most commonly it gets associated with Glastonbury, although it is deeply woven into the story of Glastonbury. But what you find as you dive deeper into the lore and the legends and the histories of Avalon is it's more than just one place. It's a title that's given to certain pieces of land that have certain qualities to it. So Avalon is as much of a location as it is a description for land that has certain qualities in it. And we're going to be exploring during this masterclass, what is Avalon from the Druidic perspective? What is Avalon from the early Celtic Christian perspective? And where does Avalon weave itself into the stories of King Arthur, Guinevere, and the Knights of the Round Table? And even more than that, how do we find Avalon? How do we gain access through this realm to the next realm? Because Avalon is far from just being one physicalized place in this reality. It is a place that we have to go into the other world to find. So what are the protocols? What's the methodology? How do we get to connect into Avalon? And what can we receive from Avalon? How can Avalon transform us? And what does Avalon mean for us today, in today's modern world, in today's modern age, and at a time when we've seemed to have forgotten so much of the magic and the miracles and the wonders of life and creation? So this is why I felt called to create this Avalonian masterclass to help us connect back into these stories and really to help us find Avalon again. Of course, find Avalon outside ourselves, but really, how do we find Avalon within inside ourselves?